Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. After having the last week off due to finals, the Mississippi State men's basketball team will return to the court on Saturday when they continue their non-conference schedule. The Bulldogs will host Peach Belt Conference and Division II foe North Georgia. Coach Hollins said he liked the opponent in this part of the schedule to help his team ease back into the grind after nearly a week without a game. In the past, he said his teams have struggled coming off a finals week and wanted to keep his team from going out on the road and traveling. Bulldogs off to a 7-0 start. They remain one of 9 unbeatens in the country, although their toughest test came against Southland's Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. He's still pleased with where his team sits.
Well, this is where I hope we be. And so we're happy to be 7-0. We've got less than a month before SEC play. You know, that we've been resilient with the adversity of having guys out for different suspensions, injuries. You know, there's been a number of adverse things that have happened, and somehow the team continues to find a way to overcome it and still come out on top in the games we played thus far. So that's been probably the most gratifying.
Tomorrow afternoon's game at the Hump starts at 4 p.m. The Mississippi State women's basketball team will be getting a boost in the backcourt on Sunday with the debut of Jordan Danberry in a maroon uniform. Now, Danberry transferred at the semester break from Arkansas last year, sat out to meet academic requirements. She's been a key piece of this and last year's Bulldog team on the practice court, but the Conway, Arkansas native will lace them up for real on Sunday against Little Rock.
It's been pretty good. I've been anxious to play, so I'm always playing on the black team with the practice guys, and this week I don't get to wear the jersey, so it's kind of bittersweet at the same time, but I think I'm ready for it.
Now, both Rebel basketball teams will also be in action on Saturday. Matt Insel and his Lady Rebs will look for their 8th win against the Jags of South Alabama, while the men will be on the road for an early evening tip with Conference USA's Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee. The Rebs are off to a slow start. They're 4-3, but they did have back-to-back losses in overtime. It could be a totally different story if they could have gotten those 2 wins. How about the New Orleans Saints? Their run at a top 2 seed in the NFC in a first-round bye hit a bit of a snag on Thursday night in their 20-17 loss to the Falcons. The Saints converted a late 4th-down conversion rather than settling for a game-tying field goal, but then just a couple of plays later, Drew Brees threw an interception. It sealed the deal for the Falcons, who overcame a 3 INT performance from Matty Ice to remain alive in the division chase. Mark Ingram was limited to just 49 yards rushing, while the Saints were forced to a more pass-happy offense after Alvin Kamara left the game in the first half with a concussion. And rather than taking the high road, the Saints pointed to Thursday night games as a reason for their struggles and the increase in injuries.
What do you guys think? Seriously, speak up. What do you guys think? What do you think there were so many injuries tonight? Anyone? Huh?
It's 100% a product of playing on Thursday night. You understand what guys' bodies go through, you know, in a game, and then to have to turn around 4 days later and to play. I mean, look at the injury studies. They're off the charts. They're off the charts. So is this smart as it pertains to guys' health and safety? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, it was a tough break for the Saints. You don't like to use excuses like that, and that's what they are, but you know, they still have a good shot. They're still 9-4. They're right there in the division race, and everything's right in front of them.
All right. Thanks, Zach.